best intro yet, am I right? So when I first started the enterprise that is Gymineer, one of the very first requests that I had was for a sport called Jai Alai, spelt a little more like Jai Alai, and it is a little bit like racquetball, but you play it on a court that's about the size of a basketball court and a half. You also play with these giant scoops attached to your wrist called cestas. They actually get locked on and function as an extension of your arm. Now with these cestas, you're going to be catching and throwing a ball, which is called a pelote. It's Spanish for ball. At speeds around 150 miles per hour.
And as they play with it, it gets hotter and hotter, and you see how it bounces. But you notice it doesn't bounce straight because it hits on the stitches. So you see, notice it. Once in a while, it'll bounce crooked, and the ball spins like a cue ball. It spins so much and it curves when it opens up. When he throws it, the ball will curve. And the way you throw it and how you throw it, every throw and every catch, there's strategy. Even to the point of when you serve, when you win the point, there's a strategy to which ball you use.
Each game we have 3 different balls. We have one that's, like I just said, a hot, warmed up ball. Then we have one that's like this, it's used but it's cold, it hasn't been thrown today. And then we have one that's brand new, like the ones we brought out at first. And that's kind of a strategy of, okay, she throws kind of hard, so I'm going to take a slower ball.
Now in this particular Gymineer, we brought a couple of former collegiate fastball players with us, thinking the arms would help. Turns out that's not exactly the case.
You play softball? Mm-hmm. So you obviously throw from the bases and from the field. Forget that.
So do not bend your arm like you're throwing a baseball.
Because if you start like a baseball and you throw normal, you go straight down. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to bat the ball to catch it. And on the contrary, you want to kind of like cradle it, okay? Just put
it goes in here.
Right hand. Your throwing hand. You're going to catch and throw with the same hand.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't.
Pretty good though.
And right here, and I just throw the ball back and forth to myself. Just catch. Oh, okay. Then you have to learn how to kind of catch it, because catching, the ball, if I throw it softly and the ball comes to you, you can maybe snare it. Like they've caught it a couple times, that's okay, but when you and I are playing against each other, I'm not throwing the ball to you. You got to go get it. I'm trying to throw it as far away, so it's a little bit different when you have to run to the ball and then catch it.
Sadly, the sport of Jai Alai has become increasingly difficult to find in North America. In fact, we had to take a vacation to Miami. Jets just came on. Anyways, if you are lucky enough to find yourself down there, I highly recommend checking it out. It's free to go to. The folks here at Dania Jai Alai, which is in Fort Lauderdale, just north of Miami, do a great job, have great professional athletes, and it's certainly an exciting sport to check out as a fan, and a lot of the fans, well, they get pretty into it. It's not all discontent fans though, as this little guy came out to remind us afterwards. This whole thing is really just a big game of 150-mile-an-hour catch with a rock. And if you put your mind to it, even Anthony, a soccer player, was able to pick it up.
Good.
Oh, you hit the wall! First one!
2 things to keep in mind. First, the girls got good really fast, so they were probably cheating somehow. 2, throwing with the cestas is very hard. The ball comes out 90 degrees perpendicular to wherever you think you're throwing. So it takes a while to adjust to that new trajectory. Anyways, I was so happy that we got to try this. If you're ever in the Miami area or anywhere where Jai Alai is alive and well, please do yourself a favor and go check it out.
Now Benny's got him up there. He's got to throw a million different shots. He decided he's going to throw it in the crack and he's not going to do it. Oh, Eric!
Get up!
Great play, Eric! That's it. See you around. Oh, Eric, you did it again! Oh, wait, look at Benny. Keep this piece and look at it. See, he could have done it. Nice try, Eric.
I gotta shake your hand.
Eric, that was terrific. That was terrific.
That was awesome. He laid out for that almost.
You're just a big bully, that's all you are.
That just goes to show you don't know what's going on.